Hello guys, I'm Mohammed Douani and now I'm going to talk about exploring land biomes. It's an overview. This PowerPoint is about an overview of Earth's diverse terrestrial ecosystems. It has many ecosystems such as the tundra, desert, tropical rainforests. It let us know their characteristics, the plants in it, the climate, its location, and its animals living in it. Now, this is our first part in the PowerPoint. What is biomes? This is such an introduction to biomes. A biome is a large area characterized by its climate and the plants and animals that live in that area. This is a summarized definition. Now, a biome is an area classified according to the species that live in the location. Temperature range, soil type, amount of light and water are unique to a particular place and form. The niches for specific species allow scientists to define the biome. However, scientists disagree on how many biomes exist. Some count six: forest, grasslands, freshwater, marine, desert, and tundra. Others eight, separating two types of forests and adding tropical savanna, and still others are more specific and count as many as 11 biomes. Now, the importance of understanding biomes. Why we should understand biomes? Understanding biomes is vital for biodiversity appreciation and conservation, maintaining ecological balance, and informing agriculture practices. Biomes serve as indicators of climate change, impacts, setting and prediction, and mitigation efforts. Overall knowledge of biomes is essential for effective environmental management and suitable development. We should understand biomes to understand the culture around us, the environment, and the biodiversity of species in one area. Like the rainforest, it has many animals with different species. The tundra, some animals live in tundra, doesn't live in rainforest, so we should know the animals that live here and live here to study them. The first thing in our biome is tropical rainforest. What's a tropical rainforest? Tropical rainforest is a lush and dense forest found near the equator, characterized by high rainfall and constantly warm temperature. The tropical rainforest is specified by many rainfall or high rainfalls and constantly warm temperatures, but from the lot of trees in it, the sun doesn't go to the ground, so animals go above the trees to get sunlight. So the plant in the tropical rainforest make their own food quickly because the plant absorb all the sun energy and water energy. It is the most biodiverse biome, home to a wide variety of plants and animal species. The canopy layer, formed by tall trees, creates a complex system with multiple layers of vegetation. Them forests play a crucial role in regulating global climate and are often referred to as lungs of the earth due to their role in absorbing carbon dioxide and producing oxygen. We call tropical rainforests lungs of the earth because they take many carbon dioxide and produce to us oxygen, and it's located near equatorial regions under the equator. Now, the climate of the tropical rainforest: high temperature and high rainfall. Now we'll talk about the plants and animals in the tropical rainforest. We have flora and fauna. Flora refers to plants, and fauna refers to animals. Flora and fauna refer to the collection of plants of all plants and animals living in a particular region or environmental situation. The collection of flora, plants, and fauna animals of an area usually interact in various degrees to form an ecosystem. Both interact together and interact in degrees or levels to form an ecosystem as the tropical rainforest ecosystem. Now, the second type of biome is desert biomes. Deserts have many sunlights. It is the driest biomes. Desert have many animals and has many doesn't have many trees, but it has a little trees. But these trees we can get a benefit from them. but these trees grows on their own. They doesn't need a person to grow them. It grows by sunlight and the water that comes from rain. Desert biomes are the driest of all the biomes. In fact, the most important characteristic of a desert is that it receives very little rainfall. Most deserts receive less than 300 millimeter a year compared to rainforests which receive over 2000 millimeter of water. Location of desert: North America, Central America, South America, Southern Asia, Africa, and Australia. And this is a picture showing us the desert biome. We have here a tree that grows about sunlight. We have here a man that is walking camels because camels are most famous in deserts, and scorpions. And there's a scorpion, and there's cactus, the most important plant in the desert. Now, the second thing is the climate of the desert biome. Climate: during the day, desert temperature rises to an average of 38 Celsius, a little over 100 Fahrenheit at night. Desert temperature falls to an average of negative 3.9 Celsius, about 25 Fahrenheit at night. Desert temperature falls to an average of negative 3.9 degrees Celsius. It is the same also. Animals: we have, I wrote about only one type of animal. I don't know, it's a Persian cat. It came from Persia. It lives in deserts. It's called the sand cat. Small wild cat that inhabits sandy and stony deserts from water sources. With its sandy to light gray fur, it will camouflage in a desert environment. It can camouflage into the desert because it can change into gray, and it doesn't need water to live. It needs a little much water. And there's more animals like camels. Camel doesn't also need a lot of water because it stores water. And scorpions, snakes, desert snakes. We have a lot of animals. Now, the third type we have is called the tundra. Tundra ecosystems are treeless regions found in the Arctic and on top of mountains where the climate is cold and windy. Tundra is ecosystem that doesn't have trees because they doesn't have sunlight or much water, so the leaves can't grow. They can't make their own food, so the trees are treeless. Okay, and its climate is cold and windy, of course, and rainfall is scant. Tundra lands are covered with snow for much of the year, but summer brings bursts of wildflowers. Winter, it is treeless trees, but in summer it brings bursts of wildflowers. Location: tundra is found in the regions just below the ice caps, Arctic, extending across North America, the both of poles, North and South America, and Siberia. We have many things in Siberia, but it's the most famous one is tundra. Now we have animals of tundra. We have the Arctic fox, polar bears, Arctic mosquito, pink salmon, snowy owl, Arctic hare, and walrus. Walrus though is type of a fish, not a fish, it's something live in water that doesn't live in hot climate. It only lives in cold climates. Now we have plants. I wrote about only one type called Arctic willows. Salix arctica. The Arctic willow is a tiny creeping willow. It's adapted to survive in Arctic conditions, specifically tundras. Now, in tundra, as we said, it is found in both north and south poles. The layer of soil beneath the Earth's surface soil stays frozen all time. This is called permafrost. During the short cold summers, only the surface soil thaws. So as we said, because it's the layer of soil is called permafrost or it's frozen, so we doesn't have many plants in the tundra. So this is one. Arctic willows is one that is specifically the tundra's most plant growing there. And then we have we wrote about the Arctic tundra, but we have another type of tundra called alpine tundra. The alpine tundra also has permafrost, but the alpine tundra is found at the top of tall mountains, above an elevation called the tree line. The elevation of the alpine tundra is called the tree line. Trees cannot grow on a mountain. Alpine tundra is found above the trees line. Alpine tundra, the Arctic tundra doesn't get sunlight or precipitation a lot, but the Alpine tundra gets plenty of sunlight and precipitation. And here, as I said at the previous slide, this is the Alpine tundra. As I said, it grows in the mountains. This soil buried down, this frosted soil is called the permafrost. But as you see, it isn't frosty as the Arctic tundra. It's more planty because it receives plenty of precipitation and sunlight. And thank you for listening and watching.